Blast me to the mortal realms. It's time for the Mad Merlins review of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer, issue 48 by Hachette Partworks and Warhammer. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer video review. And today we're on issue 48 and we get the crazy and kooky Grots, the Boingrot Bounderz. So yeah, really cool unit. These are squig riding grots who are pretty much think themselves as honorific knights. So yeah, we also learn about Alariel and we have a new battle plan. So before we dive into the issue, don't forget then to of course like this video if you are enjoying the content. And if you are, please do consider subscribing to the channel as we are getting closer to 500 subscribers. Finally, don't forget to check all the links in the video description down below, as well as checking out the comment section where you can leave me your favourite grot unit so far. I think for me, kind of a tie between these guys and the Fanatics. Right, let's go into issue 48, so I'll just adjust the camera. And we can have a look at these Boingrot Bounderz. So into the issue we go. So we got 3 frames building up as squigs and the riders. So I'll have a close look at those in just a sec. We also get 5 32mm bases. And then of course we have our issue. So yeah, we have all about Alariel, the Ever Queen of the Sylvaneth there. And we have of course our Boingrot Bounderz page plus a brand new battle plan. First off then, let's take a look at the frames and see what those little grots are like. So here we are up close with the frames. So these 2 frames here have the main components for making the squigs. So we got the tails, we got the leaping legs, we got the other leg there, we got the top and bottom jaws, plus some will have a side sort of head. Yeah, really cool. You even have their inner gobs there, including one that has a insect for a tongue. So like he's got an extra mouth inside his mouth. And we have one here where we can just about make out a grot being swallowed whole. Poor little guy. Got on the wrong side of his own mount. Yeah, fun little kit. We got the caps for the grots themselves there. And there's their heads on the opposite side. Yeah, we even have armoured heads if you want to build them up. I believe this kit does make 2 alternate units. There's Boingrot Bounderz, which are the armoured ones, and then there's the Squig Riders, which are just the Gloomspike gits with the Fanatic heads there. Yeah, pretty cool. And the final frame then builds up the bodies. So you've got the hand weapons for the Squig Hoppers, or the spears for the Boingrot Bounderz. Right, let's take a look through the actual issue. Right, looking into issue 48. So, full contents. So, we've got all about Alariel, the Ever Queen, Nature's Gambit, part 2. So, we've got another continuation to our Elven stories. We got build, collect, and paint articles for the Boingrot Bounderz, plus their rules, and a brand new mission, Ride 'em Down, for the Scout Pack. So, Alariel, the Ever Queen. Alarielle the Everqueen is the mother goddess of life. She is a creator of the Sylvaneth, who she grew from soul pods saved from the world that was. Power radiates from her being, an aura of life energy that cleanses and restores the land as she passes over it. So for those of you who remember the old world, Alarielle was the Everqueen of the High Elves at the time. Her power was so strong that Sigmar saved her from the calamity of the end times and brought her into the mortal realms. She managed to save, as it said, her followers in the form of soul pods and created a new race in the form of the Sylvaneth. So she has fought in many battles throughout the times of the mortal realms. She has a great rivalry with both Khorne and Nurgle. Nurgle is, of course, a god of disease who views life as an abomination. His form of life is endless suffering and plenty of pus. She's also fought several times against the demons of Khorne. So she has a lot of natural allies. So creatures like the tree lords, the tree revenants, as well as the insects of Ghyran. So you see her mounted on her massive beetle there. And yeah, she has the right to life. Only Alarielle has the proper right to create new life. But she's always under threat from those who see her power as an anathema to their own. So the likes of Nagash and Nurgle will often see her as an opponent. But yeah, her most noted creation is, of course, the Sylvaneth. So, Nature's Gambit Part 2. So, Mialane, Forest Blessed, and her unit of Tree Revenants have followed Elvaruf, the Ark Revenant, on a desperate mission to save a soul pod grove from an encroaching grot horde. Now they encounter a new threat to the natural order. So, yeah, this shows that the Sylvaneth aren't always on the side of order, even though they are an order faction. They have come across a wandering squadron of Stormcast Eternals, and they have trespassed on sacred grounds, and so the Sylvaneth are forced into a fight with their allies. Pretty cool story, to be continued, so we've definitely got more to come. Right, moving on then, we got the Gloomspite Gits, and this is the page for the Boingrot Bounderz. Units of Boingrot Bounderz are composed of a rare few grots who survive a battle as a squig hopper. Swaggering and self-importance, these experienced warriors are only too keen to jump back on a squig while wielding a fearsome poking lance to show the other grots how it's done. Hold on, lads, it's gonna get rough. So yeah, it takes a very special kind of grot to tame a squig, and it takes an even braver grot to stay allied to a squig. As usual, we got our charts to roll on, then we got a space for the name of the unit as well as their great deeds. And we see a unit Boingrot Bounderz with a pair of Mangler Squigs facing off against some Fire Slayers. So, on to building. So, we have interchangeable parts, and that is the legs and bodies of the actual riders themselves. We can also interchange the different heads, mouths, helmets, and spear arms to get a better, wider variety of models. So if you picked up multiples, it's a good idea to make each unit a little more unique. So then we start building the all the different torso designs, and then we can start building models. So we got a Bounder boss who's got a specific extra large head, and Squig has extra armor plating to make it more ferocious. After that, we can just mix and match each of the different Squigs and Grots to make up our unit, and there we have them finished. Paint these, we're going to be painting them much the same as our previous Gloomspite Gits. So starting with a base coat of Abaddon Black, Corax White on the mushrooms, Boingrot Burgundy for the caps and the mouths, Corn Red for the Squig body, Auric Flesh for the exposed areas of Grot flesh, Catch Flesh for dirt and wood, Lead Belcher for all our metal details, Wraithbone for the bones and ropes as well as mushrooms, Mephisto Red for the caps of the Wraithbone mushrooms, Avalon Sunset for any moon symbols as well as the boils on the Squigs, Abaddon Black for the claws. Then we're shading pretty much the entire model with Nuln Oil except for the teeth, which we'll pick out with Skeleton Horde. Same for the rope and the stems on the mushrooms. Then we're using a Phonian Camera Shade on the skin, Griff Charger Grey on the Plume of Smoke, Agric Earth Shade on Mephisto Red details, and Rancor Flesh Shade on any moon symbols. And there we have our finished unit, which looks pretty cool. Still got a few more bits of colour to add to these guys, but yeah, they're getting there. Really cool looking models. Next up then, we have the rules. So D6 plus 7-inch move, 4 plus save, 5 bravery and 2 wounds each. Then you have Poking Lance and Fangfield Gobs even. So the unit's case Swigs count as being a mount and have the Fangfield Gob attack weapon profile. The champion adds 1 to his lance weapon. We have a Boing Smash, so after it makes a charge move, pick an enemy unit, roll a dice for each model. On a 4+, they suffer a mortal wound. And Lances of the Bounders, if they make a charge move, add 1 to the damage characteristics of the Lances, and improve the rend by 1 as well. Yeah, pretty cool. There we see a couple of tutorials on their rules in action. Next up then, we have the new scout mission, Ride 'em Down. So we got the Knight Arcanum, Knight Judicator, Stormstrike Chariot, and 5 Tree Revenants. We can add either Guard of Steel Soul and the Branch Witch, and either 5 Vindictors or the 6 Riffhounds to make up our army. Then on the Forces of Destruction, we got a Killer Boss of Stabgrot, Swamp Caller Shaman, and Potgrot. 10 Gut Rippers, 5 Boingrot Bounderz. Then we get to add either Manak the Cunning or the Beast Skilled Killbow, and the Cunning Crew or the Marshcrawler Slogoff. So we've got a pretty big battlefield using all 3 mats so far. Yeah, so it's got 1 point if they control 1 objective, 1 point if we control 2 objectives, and 1 point if we control more than the opponent. We've got Slippery Ground, so units can attempt a charge even if they made a run move. If a unit attempts a charge, they suffer D3 mortal wounds in the same turn that they made a run move. So pretty cool, fun little rule there. And then we got playthrough to see how Ian and Eve did the battle for themselves. And then we're looking into the future. So issue 49, we got the Spite Revenants. So beautiful kit. That's the same kit as we had with the Tree Revenants, but these guys are the alternate build. They are a little bit more vicious. Yeah, still pretty cool. And then issue 50 then, we get 2 new paints, Dawnstone and a Growling Earth. So we get a new layer paint to start highlighting all our black areas. And we also get a Growling Earth so we can start adding basing detail to our models. So there we go, that was it for issue 48 of Stormbringer. Pretty cool issue, really nice unit. The Boingrot Bounderz are pretty cool. Can alternately be built as squig hoppers. So if you've picked up a couple of issues, you can build up one of each or one big unit of 10. Yeah. Fun little unit to add to our Gloomspite Gits. Plus we've got a nice bit of more information on the Sylvaneth and the Forces of Order, and a little bit of insight into how we're not always on the same side, even though we're the same side. So let me know what you thought of this issue in the comment section down below. We'll have a friendly old discussion. Apologies again for my voice. I am suffering from a pretty bad cold at the moment, so I'm almost at the point of losing my voice. But I'm going to persevere and get the rest of these issues filmed, including the special Radakar the Wolf issue. So, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, stay safe and happy hobbying.